us a little bit about what is this campaign that we're talking about?
Looking for are people that are dynamic, competitive, and that are looking to make a difference.
The more that you tell your story on how this disease has affected you, the more other people open up about it.
I watched how they suffered and what they went through.
I got involved is my father passed away from cancer, 9 years ago.
And there are several people that are here in San Diego that have been helped by LLS or Blood Cancer United because they are literally taking a pill that helps them stay in remission.
If someone has a desire to be a blood cancer visionary, which I love the name, it sounds like something that requires a desert ceremony.
I think that's really important. If this just sparks anything at all in you, we would love to talk to you.
Welcome to the best marketing podcast ever. I'm Rebel Risty with Rebel AI and with my partner,
Rob Esposito with Maxlex Media.
And we're here today with a couple of members of the leadership board of Blood Cancer United. Excited to talk to you ladies. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, to get started, why don't you just do a quick introduction of who you are and why you joined the campaign this year?
Okay, Deandrea Brazel. I sell employee benefits like medical, dental, vision for larger companies. And how I got involved in Blood Cancer United is I've always been very involved in the nonprofit sector, but I was looking for a way to make a difference and stumbled upon Blood Cancer United, which at the time was called LLS, the Lymphoma Leukemia Society, and made some friends and really felt like I made in just a small amount of time a huge impact. So I'm here to try to help other people be able to make an impact also.
And what's your role, Deandrea?
My role is I am the leadership chair, and what happens with Blood Cancer United is there's a leadership committee, and that committee is then goes out into the public to find what's called a visionary. And all three of us are on the leadership team.
Yeah. Brenda Joe.
Hi, Brenda Robyn. I'm the founder and CEO of a small boutique insurance brokerage, Competitive Edge Insurance, where we focus on helping small to medium-sized businesses mitigate their risk. And I've been doing that for, I can't believe it, 25 years now. And I'm here today because I got involved 20 years ago in a couple of months that my dad passed from lymphoma. And so I'd always donated to LLS, but I really never did anything. And I was recruited last year to be on the leadership team. And I'm here to support Deandrea this year, who's the coordinator of all of us leaders on the leadership team. And just to bring ideas, bring people forth, to generate, for me, awareness. I think it's incredibly important. The more that you tell your story on how this disease has affected you, the more other people open up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right
Yeah,
on.
100%. And one of the reasons I got involved is my father passed away from cancer, 9 years ago. Now, he had lung cancer. And I do think the American Lung Association is a really good organization, but I've had friends that were, it was Man of the Year, Woman of the Year at the time. And I just feel like this organization does such a good job locally. And I'm really excited to see what we can do this year. So, Deandrea, could you tell us a little bit about what is this campaign that we're talking about?
Okay. So what we are looking for are people that are dynamic, competitive, and that are looking to make a difference. And if they have a story behind why they want to get involved in Blood Cancer United, it makes their campaign all that much stronger. So for me, I feel like I'm a better leadership team person just because I do touch a lot of people, and I'm I'm out there in the community a lot. But a visionary doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that's out in the community a lot. It can just be someone who, goes to work every day, or it could be an at-home mom. It doesn't really matter what they do. It's that they're not afraid to go out there and ask people for money. And the money has a great story behind it, supporting the organization and where the money goes. They do a fantastic job. And I don't know, that's it.
So these visionaries, is this like a board position, or are these just kind of fundraising champions? Is that?
Yeah, fundraising champion, definitely. And they go out, they have a small amount of time that they are able to go out in the community to raise the money. And it's only the money that they raise during that period of time that is able to show in the end at the grand finale when they make the announcement of how much money was raised. That's when you find out who the visionary of the year is for San Diego.
And this is all money raised from community members. They're not, writing for grants or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay. Very interesting.
Although we are looking for sponsorship. If a visionary works for a company or is an affiliation with a company that does matching for fundraising, of course, that's going to make their campaign all that more successful. But then we're also looking for people that maybe are franchisees or that don't want to go out and ask for money, but would be willing to support the organization and buy a table at our gala. I mean, things like that.
And so is there a gala that's specific to this program that happens at the end of it to, kind of celebrate all this stuff then?
Yeah, I'll let Brenda Joe tell you about that.
Okay.
It's super fun, actually. I want to say there was about 240 people last year, a lot of tables of 10. And what it does is highlight this very soft competition between the visionary teams. And it gives a story for each of the team leaders, as well as the amounts they raise. And the room is on fire. It has so much energy in support, not just of the team leaders, but the entire cause. It begins with a small little auction cocktail party, which is really, really fun.
I like cocktails.
Right?
Like auction.
Yeah, open bar.
Yeah, open bar. So that's fun. And there's a cute little place to take photos with, whether it's your team or people or, your table. And so it's an extra opportunity to raise funds.
I love it. So tell us a little bit about the mission of Blood Cancer United. Why are these visionaries working so hard to raise money?
Well, you had asked me about my story earlier. I think the reason why they're trying to raise money is because they're able to select where they want their money to go, whether it's research or to make an impact. And then what happens is they go out to raise the money, and the difference between just going out and asking for money and working for any other nonprofit is the fact that it's for a short period of time. So you block out that time in your calendar so that you can get out there and do your thing. But the money goes into the research and helping the people that have someone in their family or themselves that are experiencing blood cancer. So the money goes towards supporting them for getting to their treatments. It can go towards finding and creating the medications that are going to actually help them. And there are several people that are here in San Diego that have been helped by LLS or Blood Cancer United because they are literally taking a pill that helps them stay in remission. And without that pill, they wouldn't be here today. And to me, we need more people to know that Blood Cancer United is out there to support them and help them in any way that they need. The family that I ran into and how I got involved with LLS, they didn't know anything about Blood Cancer United or LLS. And I watched how they suffered and what they went through. And when I found out about the organization, it was like, oh my gosh, more people in San Diego County, in the world, need to know that we exist.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it for me is not just extending someone's life, but living a life worthy. When my dad was sick and he was diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at age 74, and he asked me to go out and research, like, what could we do? What could we do? Because he kept getting, here, take this cancer treatment. And it was making him so weak. And unfortunately, at that moment in time, there weren't a lot of options. But now, coming in with that same stage, same disease, would be a whole new ball of wax. His life could be extended in a meaningful way. And I think that is incredibly important on the research end, is that they continue to find new areas of progress. On the support end, and I've seen it as well, what I find incredible in, again, impacting everybody's or somebody's everyday life is they're able to support families getting together. I have a colleague where she, her mother lives across country, and she has to take different medications and also dialysis. And so she has to coordinate to, if she's going to come all the way out here, what does she do? And the, Cancer United is there for her to find the places to go, to find the hotels, to get her the support, so then she can come back and forth across country.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's really rough. And my mother passed of cancer in 2019 as well. And I just remember, like, one of the strongest, kind of saddest memories of that whole ordeal was that, when she was going through chemo and everything, she was like, had all these things that she wanted to do when she got better. When I get a little better, I always wanted to go to Dollywood. I'm going to take your sister and we're going to go down there and we're going to do that. And I'm going to come out to California and I'm going to visit you some more. And, I want to go to my, parents' graves and all this kind of stuff. And, she went into remission and then she had like a month or two and then she was back in the hospital and then she was in hospice and that was it. So she never got to go out and do any of those things, and it wasn't that she didn't want to, but she was just so weak, and it was just hard. Yeah. So there's something really fantastic about, how you guys are helping these people.
Yeah. Thank you. What I love about the campaign and the Visionaries is it's a different approach. Most organizations do the gala and then they have events and they ask their donors, year after year to do kind of the same thing. And what I love about this is a little competitive, oh my gosh, competition for the Visionaries. And it that to me was exciting because you some of the Visionaries and you're rooting for them. You're of course donating a little bit, and then the event itself was really fun last year. You get to dress up and hear who the winner is. Can you tell us a little bit? And you don't have to name names if you're not ready, but can you tell us a little bit about the Visionaries themselves? What type of people are they, and what are they expecting to raise this year?
Well, on average, there is a dollar amount that each person raises, and I want to say it's up almost 50,000. It's 45 plus.
Okay.
And literally, there's so much data behind somebody. If a visionary has 5 teammates, this is where their expectations would be about how much money they could raise, versus if they have 10 people that are on their team, then, they could quadruple the amount of money that they're going to raise. So, and like last year, we had a visionary, his spouse was on his team, and she raised way more money than anybody else on the team, even more so than him. Now, all the money goes towards his campaign, but he was sick and he had a recurrence, and she jumped out there and did everything she could to make his campaign be successful. Did you want to add to that?
There's a student component. I do want to share about that is, so we have a colleague that is kind of leading that team. And right now there's 3 high school students that are on that team. And they're doing the same thing, but not as, I would say, broadly. She announced today that they've already raised $10,000. So that's really exciting.
Yeah.
So what's really important is that we are addressing all age brackets, because it can affect, at any time. And again, it's for me, it's about awareness and getting that information out there. So I love that there is a student component to it.
Yes, definitely. So I was going to make mention of, it's a diverse group. Cancer can hit anybody, right? So what we're looking for a successful campaign are people from different industries. So maybe you're in the insurance industry, or maybe you sell commercial real estate. That would be a good person. So there can be competition within industries. If you have two commercial real estate people, let's say, and that's a very competitive world out there.
Yeah, I like that.
But having a professional background and the geographic areas, like let's say they're in Carlsbad and all the other visionaries are in San Diego proper, then that gives them a gain. They can get out there and they can go to all of Carlsbad and say, hey, help me. I'm representing Carlsbad for Blood Cancer United. And then it can be a religious community. It can be a social committee, like maybe that's someone that's a member of Kiwanis wants to be a visionary. So it really can be from any walk of life. It's just a matter of them putting that time aside that they're going to dedicate to having a successful campaign. And it's so worth it.
And what are the dates of the campaign?
You're going to ask that. Okay, so I know that the gala is the last day of the campaign. So any monies raised at the gala still goes towards their ultimate total monies raised. And let's see, what's the date?
March 4th.
The campaign starts on March 4th and it ends on May 15th.
Oh, okay.
15th.
Great.
So there is still time to get a couple more candidates to put in this visionary campaign. I think that's really important. If this just like sparks anything at all in you, we would love to like talk to you and support your team for sure.
So if someone has a desire to be a blood cancer visionary, which I love the name. It sounds like something that requires a desert ceremony. If someone is interested in this, how do they go about becoming a visionary?
Well, they can go to the website, and there's a San Diego. When you go to Blood Cancer United, you can actually go to a region. You can go to San Diego. God knows that they can definitely approach any of the four of us, and we're going to be able to direct them. And we have an amazing team that works with Blood Cancer United here in San Diego. And what they do is they support each visionary and each team. So they literally sit down with each person that says, yes, I want to do this. And they take a look at their network. They take a look at where they went to high school, what clubs they're members of, where do their kids go to school. And they help them create a way of getting out into the public to help them be more successful. And I love that they're there because you don't have to, recreate the wheel. They have templates for everything. And, one of the gals that I heard speak last year, she talked about how she raised money and she did it all via doing texting people. So every day
Amazing.
she would text 10 different people, whether they were in her high school or her college or parents at her child's school. And so she literally went to those people. And sometimes the people that provided the best support were the people she least expected to come through.
Always.
And then, vice versa. So some people are comfortable with texting. Some are, you can send out letters. And again, you've got the staff, the administrative staff that will support that.
Right
Along with
on.
all of us, of course.
Yes.
We have lots of ideas.
Everybody gets the leadership team behind them.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part for us.
Yeah.
And again, just to be clear, is it bloodcancerunited.org or
Yes.
.com? .org. Okay, great.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies. Any last thoughts about the organization that we should know? We'll definitely include all the links and everything in the show notes.
Well, I think that if somebody wants to get involved, if they have a story, that's great, and they've been touched by someone that has blood cancer. But if not, they know somebody. There isn't anybody in San Diego County that doesn't know somebody else that had or was touched by blood cancer. So it's a way for them to get out there and make themselves a better person, set an example for their children because they're showing them how they, for a small period of time, are getting out there to make a difference. There's a lot of different ways that you can be a good leader, and a visionary is someone that sees that they have that capability.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, you said that the gala was going to be in May. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Well, I can tell you that Brenda Jo had the most successful gala table last year. She came through. I'm telling you guys, it was amazing. She said, "Hey, I'm going to get a table, and I'm going to invite people that are going to come and participate and help raise more money." And they did. And I know several of these people. And after the fact, they're like, "That was the funnest gala." I mean, they had so much fun. And if it hadn't have been for Brenda Jo, that's 10 people sitting at her table that probably wouldn't have heard the stories or known, that much about Blood Cancer United.
Yeah, I think this is all about leveraging your spheres of influence. And it doesn't have to be business oriented at all. It's just aligning with those that have been impacted, understand the cause, understand what a donation means and how far it goes, and understanding, when I sent that invite out, everybody knew this is a fundraiser. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm collecting you, we're getting together, we all love each other anyway, but let's have a good time and let's raise some money. And speaking on that, though, I did want to mention that, so part of the, doing a gala, it's quite expensive. We have to rent the hotel. We have to provide
Alcohol.
Thank you. And, it's not just that it's underwritten, but it just starts to add up, to be honest. And so this year, we're actually going to do an additional event.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Brenda.
This is my favorite part.
So we are going to have a wine party. And what we're doing is we're asking people to bring a bottle of wine for themselves to drink, but then a bottle of wine that's 90 points or higher, and then and they can bring more than one if they like.
Of course.
And that's going to be the entry fee to get into this really fun wine party. And we're going to have food. It's going to be at a fun location, and it's just a way of getting to know other people in your community besides at the gala. So now we're going to have this party. It's going to help us collect a lot of wine that we can use for fundraising, for tables, things like that. But in addition to that, when people show up for the gala, they're already going to know people, and they're going to have already, heard their story and be more engaged.
Yeah.
Is there a date for that party yet? And how do people get signed up?
Yes, you had it May 15th.
No, that's the gala.
Yeah.
The party is
Oh, our party.
April. I don't recall.
16th or 18th.
Yeah, I'll do
We're
it.
phone out.
Still
I
in the
can-
making.
Yeah.
Look
so
for our announcement
will-
on LinkedIn.
Sure, we'll have it on LinkedIn, and we're going to just blast it out to everybody that we know that we would like to come. This is so much fun. Deandrea and I have done this before, and it is incredible to see the generosity of our community when it comes to something as simple as this. It could be a $20 bottle of wine, or it could be a $150 bottle of wine. You never know what you're going to get. And then we get the fun part of sorting, collecting, researching, and looking for those ones that are really good that we might want to put up for auction at the gala event itself. So it's good.
It's a fun way, and who can't bring a bottle of wine? All of us can at least donate, one bottle.
No,
And
I was going to say to your point, I was recently at a American Lung Association gala. I was doing photography for them, and it was amazing. It was beautiful. They had a whole pickleball facility, and it was a pickleball tournament. And then they had the gala after that, and they had a wonderful band that was like a Fleetwood Mac cover band that was really fun, and a big LED wall, and they had some celebrity out giving out awards and stuff. And I'm like adding it up in my head, and I'm like, that's probably 10,000, and that's probably 10,000, and that's probably 10,000. How are they going to make any money at this gala?
Yeah.
You know? And they did raise. I think they raised about $70,000. It was a not inconsiderate amount of money, but boy, you know, you really got to break even. You really have to kind of shoot for the moon. So I think it's really smart that you guys are doing this campaign, and you've got all those visionaries out there and really priming the money pump, if you will, before the gala happens.
And
Definitely.
you know, before we wrap up, before I forget the name, but the young woman that is going through blood cancer right now. What is her name?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Alejandra has. Yeah,
Our leader of leaders,
Yes, is-
unable to make it, would share that. But
Yeah.
but go ahead and tell your story.
Oh, just that I think she's in remission now, right? And I think what we'll do is we'll have her at that event talking about what she's going through and how much the donations really mean to her and how it's made a difference in her struggle. Because she's a young woman. She's only 20, 21.
Her name is Natalia.
Natalia. That's it.
And then we had another leadership team member, Cindy Gomez. Her granddaughter, Kimberly, after she had already volunteered to be on the leadership team, her granddaughter got diagnosed with lymphoma.
Oh, wow.
And little things like that, everything happens for a reason. And this little girl has been such a champion. And there isn't anybody that meets her that doesn't want to support her grandma in helping Blood Cancer United. But little things like that, you never know when you're going to be touched by it. And so get out and try to make a difference now so that down the road we don't have to worry about fighting this anymore.
Yeah. And every little bit counts. Every little bit.
Small ask.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. So we'll put the website link in the show notes. Anything else, I guess, before we let you go?
We'll put our contact
How to
information for sure.
participate.
Yeah.
How to donate.
Yeah.
How to come to our wine event.
Yes, we'll get that up.
All those things will be there.
Yeah.
Okay. And
We'll
again,
even have
How to
the
buy a
invite.
table at the
Yes.
gala. If
Yeah.
you're so inclined. It's
Yep.
really fun.
Awesome.
and what's the website one more time for everybody?
It's bloodcancerunited.org.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
There it is.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.